Hi, and welcome to your Tech Match 30 Days of Building Apps with AI. Today, we're going to be building a complement and caption generator application. So let's get started. So, for today's prompt, we talk about creating a complement and caption generator app that when you upload a picture or take a picture, it will upload a complement and or a caption for you based off that picture or maybe even a photo dump, and then it's able to identify places, faces, moods, and so on. So let's see how it works. So for today, we created a complement and caption generated application. So with this application, you can upload or take a photo and it'll be able to identify basically that photo that you have uploaded. And then it's able to give you either a caption or a compliment. So again, here is the prompt that we used. And then what we haven't gone through is just the way that the AI kind of just gives you feedback or output of what it's going to do to the application and how it's going to create it and different things. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to kind of go more into that and like read about what this says a little bit. So when you're creating your app, making sure that you're reading this information just to be able to understand what it's talking about, especially the key features that it has, so you can know what is being used. Especially if you are not someone who knows how to read the code per se, this really helps you kind of identify like the key features that it has. And then if you do kind of look at the code, you can see what those key features are. So it just talks about how it's going to create this app for us that's a complement generator, and its key feature is going to upload an image from the camera or from you taking a picture directly. Then it has an AI powered generation that uses GPT to kind of generate those compliments of 5 different versions, and then dual modes for the caption or the compliment, and then also just regeneration option, like if you want a new one, and then just a modern UI interface, which we see here. So kind of going into that part of everything. So this is what this is doing. Again, very simple app, but again, it has a lot of complex things on the back end of it. So we're going to kind of test this app out and see how it works and then go from there. So if you see here, I tried to generate uploaded images with people, and it wasn't able to give me any compliments or captions. So I was able to identify that it wasn't able to do that because it couldn't pick up on faces or anything like that. So I had to go back in and was like, okay, what can I do to kind of get this to work? So I'm like, let me upload a different type of picture. So I decided to upload a picture from the web. So going into, let me try to upload something like maybe a beach or something, or a picture of something that just makes the most sense. So it's able to maybe pick up on like a background or anything like that. So once I've saved this picture here, so I go ahead and do that. And once I have that uploaded and saved, I go back to my application. And then from there, when I go back into the app, I go upload that picture of the beach. Once that picture of the beach is uploaded, I ask it to generate a caption for that. So it's less going on. So it's probably able to kind of give me a better um, output, even though it took a while to generate this response. And this also just shows you testing out your application to kind of see what's going on is super important as well, because it just gives you a better idea of like kind of what's to come or what you have to do in order to change that. And as you can see, it finally was able to generate some captions for me. Chasing sunsets and waves, seas and days, and splash of color. It was able to generate one compliment. Actually, it wasn't able to generate any compliment. It told me that it can't analyze images of people or can't describe the photo provided or anything like that. So that let me know that there was some type of glitch going on. And then I had to kind of go back into my prompting and ask it to be able to identify people, faces, moods, and different things like that, and see if it was able to kind of pick up those emotions that it sees in pictures, or if it's able to identify things like if it's sunny or cloudy, and seeing if I can get something from there. So what I did from there is when I first tested this out, I used like an image of, I think, like pancakes, and it was able to give me a really good description. So like if you just put in a simple image, that's able, the AI is able to realize like, oh, this is a basketball, this is a basketball hoop. So you'll be able to kind of generate things that are easier described. As you can see here, it talks about vibrant, colorful scheme and image gives lively, energetic vibe. So these are some compliments that I would give based off this picture. And then some caption it was would give is swish, nothing but net and magic. So it sees the stars, it's identifying magic. So it's able to pick up on those things. But when it comes to generating images of people or things, even after I tried to help it debug it for me, it still wasn't able to pick up. So using V0, sometimes you are running into AI applications that might not be as powerful, or that, again, you would need a developer to kind of go into those things. So when you're thinking about building these really, really big, complicated apps, you have to keep that in mind too, especially if you're not as technical. So what I did is I decided to move to another platform called Base 44. So here we go again with this app, now using the new platform 440, base 440, and I uploaded the picture again. Now it's analyzing the picture of the people. I asked it to identify people and different things and facial moods, and different things. As far as you can see, we run into another error. So I think this is really important to show that these errors are happening, because as you see a lot of videos, and they show you like, oh, you can build this app and you get this cool app and you can upload it, but there's a lot of things that go into something when you're creating something dynamic or complex. So it was able to identify what the error was. I didn't have to tell it, and it was able to fix the error on its own. And now you can see it has now generated a caption, identifying faces, representation, and different things that are going on with the people in the picture. So once it identifies that, now it's able to tell me a caption. I get to choose what type of vibe of the caption. Do I want it to be witty? Do I want it to be romantic, professional? And then now you can see the caption. It says, talks about, like, as you can see in the what we would consider like hashtags, it talks about like an arcade. So it's able to identify that there's some type of gaming going on in here, and this is like a gaming center. So that's really cool. That's able to pick up on those things. And then it's also able to generate a caption, as far as a compliment, sorry, for that picture as well. So it's really cool that it's able to kind of pick up on these. So you see that this new platform kind of goes into even more detail. Also, that button would be something that would have to be fixed, because you see it's faded. You don't see it until you click on it. So I also tried this with the image of the beach again. Again, it's able to identify early evening, so like the places, the mood of it, peaceful. It's also able to identify like objects in the picture, so birds, water, different colors, golden hour, different things like that. So once it comes up with all of that, it's able to generate the caption for you, and then also compliment. So I chose to do the vibe of romantic, and then it gave me a caption for that, and then also regenerated a compliment for that as well. And you can see that changes, and you can kind of get something different there as well. So really cool way to kind of do this, and thinking deeper, like, how can I make an application like this even more complex? And when I run into these errors, if I'm not technical, what is my next step? So it wouldn't always be switching to a new platform. It's also just being able to prompt and identify. And that's why a lot of times you have to kind of study these things before going in and developing an app, to understand what to do next. So wanted to just share some apps that I found. So this is also a compliment generator. So this kind of just generates compliments based off of just randomness, I assume. So I don't know if it takes a picture for this, but this is also something that you see. So people already are making apps like this in the App Store for people to use. So again, even if you think your app idea is super simple or anything, you shouldn't feel that way. Then we can see here we have this. This one is a give a compliment. So it actually lets you upload a picture or select a picture, maybe from Instagram or so, and gives you a caption. Some of these are really, really long, but again, just helping you, just, people use different things for different causes. And then this is a website one. I didn't use this. But as you can see, kind of actually what do you want to say? So I don't know, like if you could say, I want to say I like her hair, and it'll give you like a, let me see, Kelly. Let's see if it works. Okay. Hey, Kelly, I just wanted to say how much I enjoy your hair. It's absolutely stunning and perfectly frames your face. You have such a unique style that stands out. Okay, so that was cute. So just thinking about different things like that that it can, and people can use and might want to use. And my name is Shadira, and I'm your tech matcher. These are the tools that I used today. Thank you so much for joining, and see you tomorrow for our next app.